So I'm starting out with no makeup at all, and I'm going to actually go into, what am I going to do first? I'm going to go ahead and do my brows first. So I'm just going to go in with my NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. So I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows like normal. Zendaya's brows look pretty normal. I've actually heard that that photo of hers edited, that it's not actually like a Halloween look that she did. It's just someone edited over her original photos. I can go ahead and look that up, but I don't really know. So I'm actually going to just put on some of the foundation that I'm going to be using for the rest of my face on my eyelids to help prime for the eye makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Kylie, this is the Royal Peach palette. And I'm going to go in with the shade Leaf Crush, this one right here. And I'm going to work that into my crease. I'm going to go into my Holy Grail. This is like my Halloween palette because it has every single color you can use. Into the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette. And I'm going to take the shade Hunty, this one right here. And I'm just going to put that to deepen up that color. And I'm going to bring that onto my eyelid as well. And then I'm going to take a packer brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Shady, which is a black eyeshadow. And I'm going to pack that all over my lids. And on the outer corner, I'm going to slightly bring out the color. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this eye. So it doesn't even look like a black now, it just kind of looks like a messy gray smoky eye, which is okay because we're going to go over it with another color. The photo of Zendaya is pretty dark, like she didn't have very good lighting, I guess. So I couldn't really see exactly her eye makeup perfectly, but I want to add my own little twist. I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie palette. And I'm going to take this shade right here, the black shiny shade called Game Over. And I'm just going to pack that on my lid. So that's it for the eyeshadows. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use some black liquid liner because she definitely has liner on. I'm just going to do a very thin, simple winged eyeliner. So now I'm going to go in with a makeup removing wipe and just create a crisp line. So now that that is cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my foundation. I'm going to use the Maybelline 24 Hour Foundation in 128. Now I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes. I'm going to put a little bit on my chin and my mustache because it's darker there. And now I'm just going to set that in place with some powder. And you want to make sure to set your whole face just because we're going to be drawing onto our face. So you don't want to have the makeup coming off too much around where you're doing the work. So now I'm going to go in and start with the face makeup. So I would suggest maybe starting with a white pencil, but mine needs to be sharpened and I can't find my sharpener at all. So instead of the white eyeliner, I'm going to go in with the white in the CC Beauty palette. I'm going to go across the nose first. So, there. And then she has a stitch on the middle of her forehead. I'm going to bring that. And for the white on this side, it's going to be on the left side of the stitch. And then there's one more stitch on the chest. Okay, so now with a little blending brush. I'm going to take a mixture of, I'm going to take a bit of Cake Face, which is this white, and I'm going to blend that out into my foundation. And when you're blending this, make sure to be blending it upwards, or if on the neck, blend it out this way, just to know where the shadow is versus the highlight. So this would be the highlight part. Now, depending on your skin tone, you might not want to use white. So if you have a much deeper skin tone, maybe try using nude instead of white as your highlight, because the white might be too stark. But if your skin tone is like mine or lighter, white will be just fine as long as you blend it. Okay, so now with another very thin blending brush, I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to go in with the shade Hunty, the shade right here, and I'm going to go below that color. And then for the scar on the forehead, I'm going to go on this side of it. And then I'm also going to do that for the scar. So I think that that's good for that. Now, with some black liquid liner, I'm going to do a thin line in between the white and the brown. My liquid eyeliner is so dry from the last video because I literally used it so much. It's very difficult to work with. I made it super thick up there. Like, see how thin I'm trying to make it all around the rest of my face? Try to make it that thin. I know that that's very difficult, but it really helps make it look realistic. Okay, so now this is gonna be the interesting part, is we are going to do the little stitches all along here. See, you could leave it like this. Again, like I said before, it looks so cool. From far. Maybe not up close. Not up close. Okay, so I'm taking a brand new liquid liner and I'm going to create the stitching. So basically, if this is a line, just little lines going across. They don't really have to be precise, just as long as they're all about the same length. Here we go. I'm going to start with this one, which you guys can't really see. So I did that one right there. And you want to kind of make them look realistic in terms of like if like there's a little curve in them. So the line shouldn't be just a straight across line. It should be kind of like, for these, like a little bit curved. This liquid liner is so much thicker than the one I'm used to, like the actual brush. I prefer a thinner one, but it's okay. So maybe like on this part of the cheek, do the curve going like this, so it looks fuller, and then down here. It just depends on the curvature of your face, and just kind of keep that in mind while you're doing this. I don't like this eyeliner. It's okay. It's fine. Nobody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. Okay, so the stitches are now done. Please ignore these. I don't know what happened. They came out really bad. So now I'm just gonna do the bottom of my lash line, my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take a bit of Hunty again, and I'm going to drag that along my lash line. That same brush. So for the inner corner, I'm just gonna take a bit of, it's Just a Kiss from this palette. It's this shade right here. It's honestly one of my favorite shades of eyeshadow ever. I'm just going to take that in my inner corner. Okay, and then I'm going to apply mascara and lashes. For lashes, I don't know what these are, but I found them and I'm just going to use them. You know how it is. If you wear lashes, you know. You just kind of find a pair and you're like, this could be these lashes, but I don't really know. I think that they might be the Demi Wispies from Ardell, but who knows. So I'm just going to apply some mascara and then the lashes. I totally just forgot. I have to do a little ch-ch-ch on the brow. So now, this detail is super pretty. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of the makeup look. I don't know how I forgot it. So I'm going to take this very thin little brush. And I'm going to take that same... Oh, there's something in my eye. I'm going to take that same white that we used, mix with a little bit of the silver. And I'm going to create, like, it's like a lightning bolt type of situation. Honestly, I don't really know what it is. Okay, so I'm just going to create lightning bolts. So it's kind of like, if you watch my last tutorial, kind of how I did the veins. I'm just going to create little lightning bolts. Okay, so you can barely see it, but it's just a small little detail that she had on her face that I think is pretty cool. And now I'm going to go in with that black with liquid liner and I'm going to create 3 little stitches on my eyebrow. So that's that. I'm actually going to mimic her bleeding effect identically. So I'm going to take a red liquid liner from NYX and I'm just going to mimic the same exact pattern of blood that she has on her face. So I'm going to go down here. She has some blood. Just like that from here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do lips. So she has super duper glossy nude lips. So I'm just going to go in with some MAC Strip Down. And now I'm just going to take a bit of the So Juicy lip gloss from ColourPop. And then now I'm going to go ahead and create the blood drips that are coming from the mouth. Okay. And now I'm going to do what I've done in all my other videos and go over it with some fake blood. But you could honestly leave it just like this. You can tell it's supposed to be blood. But I'm going to go over it with a little brush and some fake blood. So to complete this look, you have to wear a crown as well as a choker. Her choker looked more like this. But honestly, this one would look super cool. But I'm going to wear this one. This one already has fake blood from a shoot I did like a couple years ago. And then she's wearing a robe. So I'm going to put on a robe. Look how sparkly it is. Okay. So this is a completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching this video or my previous videos or who have shared my videos or liked them or anything like that. It means so much to me. And if you haven't subscribed or liked my video or any of that, please do so. It means so much to me and I will see you guys next week.